Hello and welcome to a new video, and today we are going to talk about zones and our zones feature. So let's go. So we are in our fleet tracking workspace, and this workspace has 51 trackers that are spread across Berlin, and they are gathering data from them. We also have temperature devices inside of these sensors, so they don't only measure the location, they don't only send the location, they also send the temperature and some other values. And we can also see the historical data. And well, shortly I can mention that we have a map view inside of the devices view, so you don't have to create a dashboard for them. You can have an overview of your devices directly in here, and you can click on them and see their beautiful side dashboards. You can see that these devices have been moving around Berlin. Some of them have traveled a little bit further. And so we will jump directly to our zones feature, and I am going to show you how easy it is to use it and how fast you can deploy your own asset tracking solution inside of Datacake. So I added all of these devices via API with our GraphQL API functionality, and I added them all in batches. That means that took around 10 minutes to add all of my devices and for them to start sending data. And then I go to the zones feature here on the left side. And you can see that we have already some key performance indicators in here that are measured right away, and you don't need to configure anything manually. And for now, we see nothing because we still don't have any zones. So what we are going to do first is go to the list, and we are going to import our zones. We have two options in here before. I'm gonna show you both of them. You can add zones manually, one by one, or you can import zones, which is also a great feature to make everything faster. You need to add your devices, add your zones, and then everything gets calculated for you. And to import zones, you need a CSV file with the following format. You need the name, you need a center, you need the radius, and description and tags are optional, but of course it's good to have them so that we know what the zones are representing. And you can drag and drop a file in here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on it and I'm going to navigate to my laptop, and I'm going to select already my pre-configured CSV file. And I did this before. I used an AI. That's very easy, actually. You can tell the AI where you want your zones, what size you want them, what you want in the description, what you want in the tags. You can also create your CSV file by yourself. You can do it manually. You can use any tools you want. I created this with 10 zones around Berlin, and all of them have radius of 1 kilometer. So I'm going to click on save, and that's as easy as that. Now I have my 10 zones inside of here, and you can simply start using them. You can go to the map view on the zones feature, and you can see where they were created. So you can see them right away, and you can also see the devices in the zone when you click over them. And you also have an audit log, which is amazing because you can see the entries and exits of your devices inside of the zones. I'm gonna go again to the list view because I also want to show you what you can do. Maybe you already created your zones, but you would like to duplicate a zone or edit a zone. That's all possible. You can select them in batches and add tags to them in batches. You can also remove zones in batches. So that's an easier way to manage them. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you how to add a zone manually, because now I have my 10 zones, but what if I want to create a zone 11? So you have to give it a title. You have to say this is my new zone. And you can also add tags if you want. And we have this amazing feature of searching an address right now. So you can actually give an address. You can navigate through your map and add a zone just like that. So I'm going to add a zone in here, for example, and I am going to click, and that's it. I can basically move my zone around if I made any mistake. If I want it to be somewhere else, I can drag and drop it around my map. I can also delete my zone. And so basically that is it. You can manage your zones, you can modify them. And I'm going to add this zone, and you will now see it on the next page. I can also set these to show me 25 per page. So now we're going to see this is my zone 11, and you can also see it already on the map. So in here, you're going to see the zone 11 already has a device inside of it. The device entered some seconds ago. You have an overview of your zones. You can see you have 11 zones. You have 3 devices inside of zones. The most crowded zone is the zone 4. The least crowded zone is the zone 1. And now you have also the devices that have moved in the last 24 hours. And with time, some time after your devices have moved, you are going to start seeing more and more data inside of here. Now, when you navigate to the list view and you click on one of your zones, you are going to see also some values in here. You're going to be able to see the zone 1 specifically, how many devices are in the zone, how many devices are out of the zone, the average time inside of a zone. So in this case, how much time the devices are spending on zone 1, and also the new devices in the last 24 hours in zone 1 specifically. And you also have an audit log of the devices that moved and entered the zone in the last 24 hours. Of course, you can see the zone inside of the map. And again, we have an audit log with actions and timestamps for this specific zone. And again, for configuration, you can edit the zone, you can move it around, you can decide, I want it to be smaller, and so on. So you have a lot of options inside of here. Once your zones are configured, then you don't need to do anything else. You just need to enjoy the data. And in another video in the last weeks, we showed how you can also create rules for the zones. So you can create a rule when the devices have entered a zone or exited a zone, or also some rules about the time, the length of stay, the time that devices stay in a specific zone. Those are on another video, so go visit that video. We will maybe link it. And yeah, this is the zones feature. Enjoy the feature, see how easy it is to use it. You just need to add the devices again, add the zones, and then you have all of the information that you need about your tracking devices. And this is it. I hope this was useful, and I hope it was informative. And please let us know in the comment if you have any questions about it. We are super happy to read you, and see you next time.